morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone from wherever you are around the world. And welcome to the ATR FedEx event. I'm Steve Dillingham and I'll be your virtual host for the next hour. You will be listening to the CEO of ATR, Stefano Bortoli, as well as from the French Minister of Transport, Jean-Baptiste Djebari, and from Scott Struminger, the CEO, Aviation FedEx Express, and lastly, from the ATR Senior Vice President of Engineering, Stéphane Viala. So, let me quickly hand over the mic to the CEO of ATR.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today, live from Toulouse. For those who don't know me, I'm Stefano Bortoli. Of course, we would love to be meeting with all of you face to face, but in today's context, at least we can connect digitally. And I'd like to thank each one of you for taking the time to be with us, even if it's only screen to screen, on this very, very important day for ATR and for FedEx. And on behalf of ATR, I'd like to thank Scott Struminger, CEO, Aviation, FedEx Express, for being with us today from Memphis, Tennessee. Hi, Scott. I'm very, very glad to have you with us today. How are things in Memphis?
Thank you, Stefano. It's an honor to be here today and share the stage with you. It's a beautiful, sunny 66 degrees here in Memphis, Tennessee, as we're very busy in this season where we're delivering those Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah gifts in this month. And just very happy to join you today. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. We'll come back to you in a few minutes when Stefano finishes. But before that, we'd like to share with you some words from the French Minister of Transport, Jean-Baptiste Djebari. He has honored us with his personal message in the celebration of this wonderful moment in our ATR history.
It's a long-standing cooperation that binds FedEx and ATR. I know today is an important step in your partnership. Obviously, I would have preferred if we were to celebrate this delivery together in Toulouse, but in the same time, I think we couldn't have hoped for a better time to launch this brand new ATR. Because this lockdown and the first one, and actually the whole crisis we are going through, have reminded us how vital air freight is. How essential you are, both ATR and FedEx Express. You are essential to our health. Between February and September, FedEx transported no less than 40,000 tons of medical equipment all over the world, including 1.7 billion masks. I wanted to thank you for taking part in the fight against the virus, and I know we can count on you for the future vaccine. You're also essential to supplying goods. This matter has become particularly strategic in the past few months, which means you have to. With e-commerce booming, FedEx is currently breaking all records. And if you do, that's also thanks to the reliable aircraft you operate. Before the virus, all freight planes accounted for about 30% of the cargo capacity of the transatlantic line. This number has more than doubled, reaching over 60%. While air travel is having rough times, to say the least, it's quite the opposite for air freight, and it gives us some hope for the industry. What also gives us hope is that you, ATR, as well as FedEx, are always on the edge, always innovating, always striving to do better. Innovation means more capacity, but also less emissions. The French government is committing to greener aircraft. As part of the recovery plan, we will invest 2 billion euros in the next 3 years to develop a true French biofuel sector and to boost R&D on the zero-emission airplanes. I know you share this ambition as well. It's our pride that this brand new purpose-built freighter was assembled in France, and it's our pride that it will very soon supply the world with goods. To the ATR team and to the FedEx team, thank you.
Thank you for your words, Minister Djebari. Yes, indeed, we do share the ambitions to innovate and to reduce emissions. We do recognize the essential roles we must all play for the health and the economy in 2020, 2021, and thereafter. Today, we're here to announce some very good news, despite the difficulties, the challenges of this 2020. And in fact, 2020 has been a difficult year for our industry, perhaps the worst crisis the world has ever seen. It has given us many challenges. However, let me say one thing is, and always be certain, our commitment to our customers is as strong as ever.
So let's take a look at how this new aircraft was born.
Isn't it nice? Today, FedEx will be taking delivery of our new purpose-built freighter, the ATR 72-600F. For over 3 years, a dedicated FedEx team has been working hand in hand with us, right here in Toulouse, to ensure that its successful design and manufacturing. The ATR 72-600F is designed to support regional communities all over the globe. And its role is to connect local economies to the world markets. And this is an essential element, not only to ATR, but also to FedEx.
We all know that FedEx is no stranger to ATR. They are already operating over 40 converted ATR turboprops. It's the largest ATR freighter fleet.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It's the biggest ATR freighter fleet, and it's getting bigger. We are happy that this world leader has chosen our aircraft as part of their fleet renewal program, and we are proud to have them as our launch customer. Their confidence in ATR shows that our aircraft is the benchmark in quality. FedEx knows that they can count on ATR to be there to deliver and support their aircraft for many, many years. FedEx confidence also means a great deal to every ATR employee. And this delivery is the fruit of the successful work and passion of hundreds of dedicated ATR people. The project has been very demanding for all of our teams, especially given the challenging times we have faced. But it was also very motivating and very rewarding. With the needs of this market in mind, and thanks to the vision of FedEx, we have developed the optimal regional freighter. FedEx inputs have allowed us to engineer the best features for a freighter aircraft that meets the requirements of one of the most prominent operators in the world. We're sure that FedEx and all of its customers will reap the benefits of this brand new purpose-built aircraft. It has a state-of-the-art cockpit for pilots, a brand new windowless fuselage for optimized maintenance, and a wider cargo door for easier loading for handlers. By integrating these new aircraft in their fleet, FedEx are moving from our previous generation aircraft to the newest, the most modern of our advanced 600 series. A series that is more economically affordable, more reliable, and more environmentally responsible than its competitors. And above all, a series that comes with the most advanced technology that gives significant maintenance and operational advantages. The ATR freighter will fit packages into hubs with the same efficiency and reliability as our passenger aircraft feed larger passenger hubs.
So, Stefano, how does this fit into today's context?
Well, the timing is perfect for this aircraft. Why? Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, this really has been an unusual year. Aircraft manufacturers and airlines have been hit very hard. While, as we have heard from Minister Jebari earlier, e-commerce has continued to grow, and the requirement to increase air freight capacity to transport emergency goods was high. At ATR, we have responded to this request with quick conversion solutions from passenger to cargo. And I'm happy to say that 11 of our operators so far have benefited from this. And furthermore, IATA tells us that the available cargo capacity still does not meet demand. In the next 20 years, we see a market of around 460 freighters. These will be either converted or new. For ATR, this represents an interesting opportunity as the last mile operations will be in highest demand.
So, Stefano, how can an operator get an ATR freighter aircraft today?
Well, from today onwards, there will be 3 different ways to have a freighter. Convert passenger aircraft to freighters, or you may have quick temporary packs to freighter conversion, which can help airlines to absorb extra demand from the reduction of belly freight, or to buy a brand new purpose-built freighter aircraft like our new baby, the 72-600F. And all of these translate into more solutions for a growing cargo market, especially regional. This is why I feel it is truly a great feat to be celebrating the delivery of our brand new regional cargo aircraft to a worldwide operator like FedEx today. This is a defining moment for all of us. We at ATR are fully committed to promoting regional, sustainable connectivity, now and in the future. And I'm sure that this is the same for FedEx. We strongly believe that our new ATR freighter delivers more than just cargo. It helps support communities, it helps support businesses, and it helps support economies who depend on integrators such as FedEx for essential supplies, for growth, and for profitability. The freighter is the 3rd member of our family of ATR, products that serve already well over 1,000 airports worldwide. And with the announcement of the 4th member, the short takeoff and landing version of the ATR 42, we can have access to another 500 new airports. To conclude, let me reiterate that we are very proud that FedEx has chosen our ATR freighter as part of their fleet renewal program. We believe that this will set them at the forefront of responsible aviation, with the most efficient and flexible freighter aircraft currently on the market.
Thank you, Stefano. This is really, really great news. I'd like to give the mic back over to Scott Struminger, live from FedEx headquarters in Memphis, Tennessee. Scott?
Thank you very much, Stefano. Those were really fantastic remarks. When I think about this airplane, there are 3 things that come to mind that make it a huge differentiator for FedEx. First, it's our first feeder large cargo door. That large cargo door will allow us to create new goods and services, new products, new ways to deliver to our customers, and we're really going to enjoy the large cargo door. Secondly, this airplane is going to allow us better access to some of our smaller markets. We all know the passenger aircraft have taken down flights, and it's essential to get goods and services to our smaller markets, and this airplane is the perfect size and the perfect fit for that function. And finally, this aircraft will help us in our fleet modernization. As you've heard, we're all concerned about the environment. This aircraft is safe, it's reliable, it's going to reduce the NOx, it's going to reduce CO2, and it's going to continue to grow as our fleet grows. Stefano, we look forward to accepting this plane today, and we look forward to many more. On behalf of everybody at FedEx, 600,000 team members and millions of customers around the world, congratulations to ATR for the very first ATR factory delivered freighter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott.
So, back in 2017, this program was launched. It had a development time of only 3 years. The first flight was the 16th of September, and the certification the 30th of November. Now, that was fast. Design, manufacturing, certification in such a short time. I'd like to ask Stefan Viella, the ATR Senior Vice President of Engineering and the Head of Design Organization, to share with us some technical details. Stefan, what can you tell us about this new member to the ATR family?
Thanks, Steve. Hi, everyone. It's a great pleasure to walk through some of the key features of this bird that has been brought today. But first, a word about how we approach the program. There are over 130 ATR converted turboprop freighters flying today. This large in-service fleet was a great advantage when it comes to designing and delivering a brand new ATR 72 freighter. We relied on many discussions and on-site visits with our operators to determine what they wanted in a freighter. Their feedback and proactiveness was instrumental to build freighter requirements. This allowed us to refine specific details, which at times seem small, but ultimately make a big difference to our operators. The result is an aircraft that is born to be a freighter. We first clean the fuselage, removing all the windows to reduce the weight, drag, potential corrosion, and eventually reduce the operating cost. At the front, we designed a large cargo door, 3 meters wide, 1.8 meters high. We paid specific attention to reinforce the door surround and door seal to protect them during aircraft loading. The rear door is opening upward to ease the aircraft loading. The large cargo door is allowing to load LD3 containers, and the fuselage is equipped with nets allowing to have bulk cargo. Up to 7 LD3 can be loaded on this aircraft, and it can carry 9 tons of freight for a volume of 75 cubic meters, thanks to an optimized net arrangement. Cargo loading is often done overnight, and therefore it was really important to increase lighting. We have tripled the light to reach 90 lux inside and outside the fuselage, easing the operator's work and safety. We also increased the energy of the battery. We brought it to 50 ampere hours, enabling autonomous operation on ground without ground power unit. We can do several large cargo door opening and closing, lighting for 2 hours, and still, in case of bad weather, we can go through de-icing procedure requiring to restart the engine. The floor was reinforced, allowing a loading of 1,000 pounds per square meter. We as well improved the floor panel sealing, and same time we enhanced underfloor corrosion protection. In case we have to remove the floor panels, a cutting rope is introduced in the sealant to ease maintenance or floor panel replacement. So to conclude, Steve, FedEx Express can take tangible benefit from the unique advantage the state-of-the-art ATR 72-600F is offering.
We've seen today that the ATR 72-600F is an aircraft born to be a true freighter. No windows in the fuselage, bigger and better dedicated doors designed for more robust freighter operations, better lighting inside and outside, better autonomy because you don't need a GPU, and also a reinforced floor and specific corrosion protection. All of these things will give operators a real advantage. So, ladies and gentlemen, this ends our session. Thank you, Stefan, thank you, Scott, and thank you, Stefano. And above all, thank you out there in the digital audience for joining us today. If you would like more information, please refer to our web pages at ATR and at FedEx. Au revoir, arrivederci, goodbye, stay safe and stay connected.